Hello guys, this is Paula and I'm here right now to do a flip through of the Flutter book, which has the collection by Graphic 45 called Flutter. And so it's full of all kinds of beautiful butterflies and fun stuff. So I want to show you this. The book is, let me get my little card right here. I had it in front of me and it's just like disappeared. Oh boy, I love it when that happens. Okay, the book is 9.5 by 7 and it has a 2-inch spine, which I want to show you the spine. Isn't that pretty? 2-inch spine, and it's 2 signatures. And oh, I'm sorry, it's 3 signatures. Totally said that wrong. I don't know why I didn't remember that, because normally I only do 1 signature, but this is 3 signatures. And it's full of the vintage pages, music sheets, dictionary pages. I could go on and on of the vintage pages that's in it. It has the tea stain papers, the Graphic 45 Flutter collection, charms. Oh, and it also has Tim Holtz's closure right here, the knob. And I've got this beautiful burgundy sari silk that connects. And this gift, book also has a bonus gift in it, which is a little Flutters book. Now I'm going to open it and show you. It has seam binding for a closure. And this is made out of one sheet of cardstock. Okay. And I titled it Flutter also, so it could be a little something. It has, you know, different fabrics and things on it. This is muslin here on the front, and each one of these pockets has a cute little midnight blue tag. Oh, and don't forget about the back. You can journal on each one of them. Each of these images have muslin behind them. They're matted and have muslin behind them, and the pockets are yellow, so it's out of the same Graphic 45, and it has this really cute little trim on it that's bright and shiny. And so you have 4 pockets, 5 pockets, and then this is a decorative strip that was one of Gail's. And inside you've got a couple little journaling cards with the butterflies on it. Okay, and this is a pocket in the center is where the 2 halves of the 12-inch paper, 12 by 12 paper meets. So you have a total, whoops, and I left one turned over here. But I'll leave that just in case, just to remind the person who ends up with it. So you have 10 pockets with tags, 10 tags, and then you have the little pocket in the middle. Okay, and it is accordion style, 6 inches tall, 2 inches wide this way, and here is the back of the cover. And then you just tie it with the seam binding. This took me forever to make. I didn't do it on camera because it took forever to make, and I decided real fast it was just going to be a little extra gift. All right, so we want to get into the book. Here is again the spine is fabric. Now this, you just pull over the knob, and it is underneath. It is a very dark gray charcoal book. The book itself. And you can see here on the inside how pretty this is. It has some velvet over any seams, black velvet. This is the inside cover. And this is part of, again, the Graphic 45 collection. Look at this paper. Is it not stunning? Has a butterfly clip. Okay. And we're going to start now with the inside of the book. This is a a flip for your private journaling with sari silk gathered on top with 2 vintage buttons. And I turned the fabric 2 different directions that was on the spine. And you journal underneath. Now, I just realized I didn't put a sheet of paper there. That will have a paper there to journal on before it goes out. And here is, I'm trying not to get this glare. How about I shut that down? That helps some. I had a lot of butterfly books, and so I took out of some of the old butterfly books some of the butterfly images. Now, I'm trying to get the glare to go away. I'm sorry. I think it's on this side. Let me see. It wasn't that. It must be my big lights. Nope. I don't know where it's coming from. I'm sorry that there's a glare. Okay. Here's another butterfly on the other side of this page. I did different stitching on some of the coffee stain paper. Old typewriter, vintage typewriter paper like we used to use in school from the books. Things to know. And I just filled it full of all kinds of pages. There's a big butterfly. There's a butterfly on a flower. Here is a mason jar. And I put this mason jar in here because, first of all, red is a big part of the collection. But I wanted to stamp some butterflies inside the jar. And as children, we all know that we did a lot of catching of butterflies. This is a strip out of the paper pad, and I just thought it would make a great belly band with some vintage butterflies there. This pretty red paper with white florals, and here's an envelope that I made out of old music sheet, and I used one of the images. Put some muslin behind it, and inside is a journaling card. Can't have an envelope in any of my books without a journaling card. Okay, so, and just paper after paper here, some with butterflies and florals. Miss Edith Holden papers, and I did put tabs on some of the pages that are also out of the same collection, and different little images on charms. I put a grommet there, and this has a butterfly on a bulb clip. And these get flipped around. You know how charms do. You just have to fix them how you want them. They've been kind of tossed around getting pictures taken. So anyway, they're very, very cute on there. Some more of Edith Holden. And you can see the butterfly there. It's laying like it needs to now. On the right side is a bag, a green and cream khaki bag. And I put lace on, and one of our flowers that we made, the paper flowers, and 2 journaling cards inside the book, or inside the bag. Here in the back is a really cool, came out of a magazine. I just loved it, and it actually was flat on the bottom, so I just thought this would be a perfect place for it. And there's some rub-ons here on the flip out. We have a flip out here, and this is hinged on here, so if you wanted to add washi or whatever, you could. I just prefer not to on most of my books. Here's a children's book that had butterflies, and why not use that, right? And just different papers, all different papers. There's another image of a butterfly. This is a really cool book. Here's sari silk gathered up in the corner. Of course, that maroon burgundy color is throughout the book. And instead of doing beads on this, because I just didn't feel like it was a beads type book, I did do hearts on the strings. And they're out of the same paper. This book did take a whole collection. So when I made it, it was made out of a whole collection. Here is a firefly on a bulb pin through that grommet. And here is a pocket that I made, and a collaged butterfly tag. And more information on butterflies, more tips. And it just keeps on going. Here is a zigzag page, tea stain paper, another pocket. Or I call it pocket because it has a pocket and a back. I'm confusing myself. Here is Edith Holden with this beautiful butterfly in the image. Tea stained journaling papers. Here is a pocket I made out of this really cool butterfly in the collection. I'm going to hold it up and let you see. I matted it, so it's kind of gotten some attention. And there's fireflies in the background. And here is a tag with a butterfly. I think it's pretty cool. It says, embrace everything, learn and bring it to life. I like that. Here is more butterflies, insects. They all kind of go together, don't they? This is something we made in class. It's a collaged in primary colors that match the collection. Here's a butterfly. And then I made the tag also to match the collection. You can journal on the back of the tag. And it has a button instead of a hole there, which I like to do a lot. More pages. There's more of the typewriter pages. And here's a cute little pocket that says Flutter across it with butterflies. And this is a little journaling card that says butterfly. And this is just a little tiny journaling book with the fabric. I just thought was cute, and some more of the sari silk. And then you've got this beautiful mix of papers here where one of the signatures starts the other signature. This is the second signature. Here's a beautiful journaling card with a butterfly inside this vintage lace. And this is old lace. And here's another butterfly. I mean, you could spend a lot of time looking at the butterfly pictures in this book. They're just really pretty. And they're just stunning pictures. I was excited when I found them. And here's some little birds that kind of hang out with the butterflies once in a while. I don't know if they're friends or not, but we'll have to wait and find out, I guess. Here is a tag made out of the collection. And actually, it's a open up here. It opens up and it says notes, and you can journal inside this one. I had almost forgot. I've had this ready. I was waiting on my knobs to come in. I had it all planned out. Okay, and here is a flower charm on this one. That's 3 charms so far, but I think we end up with quite a few more. Okay, here's some different stitching. Here's a children's page with some florals. No butterflies in that one. I think that's the other side. Here's dictionary page. Tea stained. Here's a grammar page, I believe, from a children's workbook. Mason jar. We made this in a video. You can go back and watch how it was made. It started out kind of like a mushroom shape. And this is all one piece, except I did line it with vintage music sheet. And here is the tag that goes with this one. I did pop this butterfly up. And it also is a flip out. I can always tell whenever the back's not covered. Because I try to always cover those back of the tags to journal. Okay, and then here is the center with more little hearts. And then we have the trio pockets with the little tags that fit into each pocket that color coordinate. And more butterflies in the jar. And it, you know, it repeats itself. I try to make all the signatures real similar. They might have 1 or 2 different papers. It just depends. some of the pages may be coffee stained. I kind of just do them all. And I add coffee to both. This is zigzagged onto the book. No, it's not. It's zigzagged onto the tuck. And here is the front of this little journal card. You flip it over and it says notes also. And I flatten it on this side so that it goes right in without any problem. This is the Flutter star page, is what I call it, the star of the show. Here's a pocket I made here, along with another flip out card that has, it just is a stunning paper. I don't know how else to tell you. You can go get I got it at scrapbook.com. But you might even be able to get it at, I'm trying to think, Amazon. You can try Amazon or Etsy, any of the Etsy shops, I'm sure, that sell paper. Here is an old handkerchief, and this was made in a video a long, long time ago, and it had the butterfly and everything. And I thought, finally, I can use this. And this is a dimensional butterfly. These are really pretty, made out of vellum. And they can be purchased at Michael's. They're not super cheap, but you get quite a few. Here is more pages. I'm going to flip through those quick because you know what those are. Here's another butterfly charm. And here is a journaling card. And this blue paper pretty too. And this old vintage lace. Look at this. Ooh, I love it. And we made this pocket in one of our classes, or one of our videos. And this is a tag right here. It says Flutter. I guess I didn't put paper on the back of that one because you can see to write on that one. And then it has a clip here with a little tie of lace for the pocket, and inside the pocket is a little journaling card. But I did clip it on the bottom instead of putting a closure on it. I just thought I liked the lace sticking out. And over here, I didn't want this tag to come out, which it hasn't, but I just thought it looked cute with lace on both sides. Look at this cool butterfly. Woo, I like him. Here's some more Edith Holden with another colorful butterfly. Here's another pocket with another decoupaged journaling card. And there is paper on the back to journal on those. And here's a children's page from a reader, not a reader, but a workbook. Look at this. This came out of a children's book that was about monarchs. And I just thought it was pretty cool. And again, I did some rub-ons on this fold-out. And yeah, you just typewriter page. And here is the next pocket with lace. And I guess I just decided to clip this up here. I think I put a few along the way. Here's another cool butterfly. He's very short. He's not a tall butterfly. And look at this. Oh my goodness. And here is another pocket. A bag pocket with lace and two journaling cards and one of our flowers made out of paper. Music sheet. It just goes on and on. It's a big book full of a whole lot more than I normally put in my books. I just decided it was big in size, so it needed to be big in signatures. And here is another tag. This one opens instead of flips. Okay, those are Hermelinda. I think it's called, her name is Hermelinda. It's what I always hear Gail say, so that's what I'm going by. Here's some butterflies on the strings of the binding. Here is this cool journaling card on a bag. I collaged this bag. I think we did it in a video. So up here is some tea stain paper, or no, Edith Holden paper inside, and you flip it out. Let me move this over. You have we collaged some butterflies on there. And here's where you journal. You have your hidden journaling right there. And it's really sturdy and built well. And here is another charm, which is a bird. Right there. Tea stain papers. All of the papers in this are tea stained. Here is another pocket with this cool journaling card in it. Another flower. I think there's 4 of those total. Here's some lace pocket again. More papers. This journal is big, and I didn't count the pages, but it's a lot. I will put it on the description in Etsy. And then more children's page. Here's some Edith Holden. Another butterfly. Here's a side tuck with a couple tags. One's a decoupage and one is a tag I made with some of the collection. Here is the very back of the book. And the back of the actual book looks just like the front of the book. Now, whenever you're done, you don't have to retie this. You just flip it over the knob, just like that. And just straighten it up how you want it to look. I might have got things all twisted up. I'll fix it whenever the video's over. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this process making this book. I sure did. And it was more difficult, took longer, but it was well worth it. I mean, who can say they have a butterfly journal that is so stunning? All right, guys, I'll see you in the next video. This will be in my Etsy shop on Monday. So I plan on putting it up Sunday night late. So it probably will not really be there till you wake up in the morning or you stay up late. All right, guys, I will see you in the next video. Thank you, guys.